Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to our channel, The Eaton Squad. So on today's video, we have some great news. Details coming right up. So yes, finally, the Philippine government is not going to extend the travel ban anymore. It's going to last on January 31 only. So after January 31, the travel ban is going to be lifted. So please keep an eye on the videos on who can travel to the Philippines when the travel ban is going to be lifted. So in today's video, I am going to give you guys the details on what Presidential Spokesperson Harry Roque said during the interview with him with GMA. I will not keep you guys waiting anymore, and let's go over the details on this great news about the travel ban that is going to be lifted on January 31st. The Philippines has decided not to extend the travel restrictions on foreigners from over 30 countries that had recorded cases of new coronavirus variants, Malacañang said Friday. The restriction remains until January 31st, 2021, and would lapse after the aforementioned date, Presidential Spokesperson Harry Roque said in a statement. Roque, however, said all foreigners who are not allowed entry to the Philippines, including those holding tourist visas, are still prohibited to enter the country. So the travel ban being lifted, unfortunately, foreign tourists are still not allowed to enter the Philippines. These kind of visas and these kind of travelers are still prohibited to enter the Philippines. In short, the visas issued to these foreign nationals are still suspended until further notice. Those who are allowed still need to complete their 14-day quarantine. Among those allowed to enter the country were the foreign parent of minor Filipinos and foreign parent of Filipino children with special needs, accredited foreign government and international organization officials and their dependents, foreign airline crew members, foreign seafarers with appropriate visas, and foreigners with long-term and investors' visas. So the following that I just mentioned, these are the foreigners or travelers that are allowed to enter the Philippines before the travel ban was implemented. When the travel ban was implemented, this was cut down tremendously on who can only enter. But like I said, the travel restriction is going to be lifted on January 31st, 2021. But please keep an eye on the specific guidelines from the Philippine government starting February 1 of 2021 on who else can travel to the Philippines by then. The government first imposed the travel restrictions last December 24, covering only the United Kingdom, where more transmissible variant was initially detected. It was then expanded to 36 countries. So the following countries were currently on travel ban to the Philippines until January 31st. These are United Kingdom, Denmark, Ireland, Japan, Australia, Israel, the Netherlands, China, including Hong Kong, Switzerland, France, Germany, Iceland, Italy, Lebanon, Sweden, South Korea, South Africa, Canada, Spain, United States, Portugal, India, Finland, Norway, Jordan, Brazil, Austria, Pakistan, Jamaica, Luxembourg, Oman, UAE, Hungary, and Czech Republic, just recently added. But like I mentioned, these 36 countries that are currently on travel ban to the Philippines will be lifted after January 31st of 2021. In short, February 1st, 2021, travelers from these countries that were on travel ban are now allowed to enter the Philippines But please take note that there are necessary entry visas that you need to present. But of course, you have to be those travelers that belongs to the category that are allowed to enter the Philippines. The country has so far recorded 17 UK variant cases, 12 of which were traced in Bontoc Mountain Province. Meanwhile, in a separate statement, Roque said foreigners allowed entry into the Philippines need to comply with some guidelines beginning Monday, February 1. Roque said arriving foreigners should have valid and existing visa at the time of entry except for those qualified under the Balikbayan program of the government. So this is totally good news because the Balikbayan program is going to resume on February 1st of 2021. So if you are a foreign national traveling to the Philippines with your Filipino wife, you are allowed entry into the Philippines without even getting a visa as long as you guys are traveling together. This also applies to your children. As long as you guys are traveling as a family, you guys can avail for the Balikbayan visa program. And if you are a foreign national married to a Filipino citizen traveling alone, you need to secure an entry visa to the Philippine consulate abroad. This is if you are traveling alone. So this is really great news to everyone. Looks like the Philippine government is now resuming to the previous protocol that they had before the travel ban was imposed. Incoming foreigners should have a pre-booked accommodation for at least 7 nights in an accredited quarantine hotel or facility and be subject to COVID-19 testing at the quarantine hotel or facility on the 6th day from the date of their arrival, he added. The palace official also said entry of foreign nationals will be subject to the maximum capacity of inbound passengers at the port and date of entry. The Interagency Task Force for Management of Emerging Infectious Diseases, or IATF, the government's policy-making body in COVID-19 response, approved the new guidelines during the meeting on Thursday. So if you missed our update on the new changes for testing and quarantine protocols starting February 1 of 2021, I will leave the link of that update in the description box because that is going to be the testing and quarantine protocols to all travelers that are allowed to enter the Philippines starting February 1 of 2021. I mentioned who can enter the Philippines on this statement from Presidential Spokesperson Harry Roque, but I will make a separate video to be more specific and to be more clear on who can enter the Philippines starting February 1 of 2021. So this is really great news to all our kababayans who are still planning to go home to the Philippines during the time of the pandemic. This is what you guys have been waiting for. We've waited for over a month till this travel ban is going to be lifted. And finally, it's going to be lifted after January 31 of 2021. So please keep an eye on our travel update videos because I am going to update you guys on these new guidelines that is going to start on February 1, 2021. I will itemize who are the foreign nationals that can enter the Philippines starting February 1 and what are the visas of these foreign nationals that are allowed to enter the Philippines, or what are the visas that they need to secure and able to enter the Philippines if you are a foreign national starting February 1 of 2021. Thank you so much guys for watching. That is our update for today. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family whom you know that can use this video as reference. If you are new to our channel, welcome. We do travel updates, and if you are not a subscriber yet, please consider subscribing and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you will be notified on updates like this. And to our subscribers and new subscribers, thank you so much for the continued support and trust to our channel, the Eton Squad. I hope to see you guys on our next travel update. Stay safe, stay healthy, and God bless everyone. Bye!